Alright, welcome back to our playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. Okay. So, we just killed Benwith with an explosive piano, and nobody cares. In addition, we've got a fine pistol. Don't crit for as much, but I will crit more often. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. Also got some new armor. Interesting. That is further enchantable. Lucky. Is that what it already... Okay, so it already has minus 10% recovery. And a 5% chance to ignore attack. Plus 8 reflex. We can make it superb. Kidney guard. Alright. Chest guard. That's actually a pretty good... That's interesting. Armor, so it's one less armor. Further improved, right? Get... Oh no, it's already... No, if we get superb, it increases the same armor rate. Oh, I'm sorry, that's recovery time plus 35%. Okay, so I will... Okay, I was reading that wrong. So I equip this. Less armor, but I recover faster. Got it. So that means more attacks. More attacks means more spells. So we might want to give him some light armor after all. He's already equipped with medium armor. And for him, I honestly don't care. Alright. Definitely sticking with the medium. Alright. We'll go ahead and do that. Don't care about the saber. Let's get out of here. We need to go to the private docks and clear out those guards as well. Right? Underground dock. Cut through the forge. Let me hit M. Head down to that area. Kitchen. Cell. Storage. There's actually no one here to watch us run this way. Yeah. Now make 18. I don't know how to cook. Learn how to cook. Turn the back end. Going through here. Quick save. Yeah, okay, no, this goes to command. Or no, you don't.
Oh?
Hit F5.
Certainly. To whispers, it shall open to me. There we are. As you like.
There's no one. Oh! We're out! We're out! We're out! We're out! Man, to court. Northern ramp. Alright, so I guess we don't go through. Kitchen? No, that's the long way around. I thought... Fine. Courtyard. Balcony. Dungeon. Although I guess it doesn't matter. I can just...
I shall.
cut through here now. End this. I don't care about this. We now have a back way into the fort. No, I guess we have to sneak around. Alright, I'm okay with that. Head to the private docks. Should not be guarding. Parts. Now we're gonna get a little sneak. Right along here. Nice and so far, so good. Here. Good. Guards up here. Ooh, that's stuff to. I will take all that. Arquebus poleaxe. Oh. Now we're headed in this direction. Underground docks. Alright, so we want to go there. Right? A little lower. So yeah, so that was the only way to get into. Let that be a lesson to you if you play this game. Alright. Map discovered. Blow up. Guards yet. All of that. Supplies. Hardtack, I think. Well, what is it? The guards we have to kill? The dungeon? This is the kitchen. So did we automatically complete the quest? Can we not do both? And, where is it? Was Drunk Sailor, Free Better Man, Order, blow the man down. And with that, I can't have the other guy. I don't know if those are the ones we have to kill. I know there's a group in here. I want to trigger them. Alright, so what happens if I just go up and ring the bell then? Because there are no guards guarding this ship. Unless they're on the boat. Can I get on the boat? Hold on. No one here. Can't get on the boat. No one on the dock. Open this from this side. No. There's a clear path. Right? There's no guards in the kitchen. F5 it. Western ramp. Let's unpause the game. Head in this direction.
I shall make it so.
Wait, isn't there a bell we're supposed to ring? I balls this alls up, didn't I? Alright, well, I guess it doesn't matter in the long run. Killed Benwith. That was the goal. I would have liked to have had the guy steal his ship as work on other 4 hours. Right. Yeah, see, we did this. We look Han's crew. Active crew in a private dock under deadlight, and there was no crew. Guards. Up the western rampart. Let Lamont know it is time to. So, these are the eastern, the western. I don't see a bell here. Ooh. There's no crew. No bell. That makes me sad. I would like to kill Benwith and still have that crew the boat, because then people would think they did it. Rest of the docks. There's no bell up here. Unless it's somewhere else.
Trouble.
Oh, bollocks. First thing to do, as always, back up. First spell. Spell's going. You're not doing anything. Let's build up. You guys can help.
Perfect.
You guys can go there.
Let us end this. Not quite. I shall.
1, 2.
Very
Oh.
well.
Yeah?
2. Oh, there's one more. I didn't know he was there. Alright, he should be on range. I can go up to. I can switch to. Actually, you can pop this off. There. Combat over. Combat is over. There's no bell up
I
here.
hear you.
I can actually just. Could trigger a fight. Yes. You haven't been in command at all. I hit F5. No bell on the west. Makes me sad.
I can get it to spill its secrets.
5.
It shall
Yeah, sure.
open to me. Finished.
Why not?
Here's something.
Trap detected. So that means
I can get it to spill its secrets.
now.
It's done. As you like.
Perfect. I will gladly take another fine pistol. Nice. So that's +4 accuracy. Very nice. Sitting there?
Oh,
Hi, hi, hi. Hi. I'm going to rob you blind. I know, who could have killed Captain Benwith?
it's shallow. There we are.
Grant this. Trying upon reserve. Brains. That's cool. Sell that. Nothing else. Shelled. Alright. Rod.
So,
And hi. So what's here? Potion. They don't care. Alright, fine. Works for me. North. So we've been to the west, the east, north. We're done here. So let's... Vamonos. Can't trigger anything in the west, which makes me sad. Stick to down here. Trigger any more fight. Courtyard. See ya! Alright. Uh-oh. It's chugging. Chug. Alright, so we've been here. Hit F5. Real quick. Or go up here. Frog can go up here. White Jennifer can go there. We're going to have a very drunk. Yeah, they all took a... Supplies. 2 more supplies. Gunpowder. I hit... Dunnage. Not complete. Interesting. So our choices are reach the city of Nekataka or Captain Ferrante, who resides in the Isle of Dunnage. That is a far way. Alright, so let's I want to go to Nekataka first. What's this? So, burial site. Let's do exploring. Oak of Deflection. Nice. What is this? Wardstone. Unity to Sigil of Act. What is this? Keyword Ward. Wardstones offer safeguards against the dangerous powers. Hey. Of sigils. Sigils take many different forms, but all sigils pose dangerous in their approach. Wardstones counter the corresponding magic for the user and all nearby allies. Interesting. Okay. No idea what that's about. Pendant. Dragon Pendant. Grants Breath of Flame. Grants Call the Clutch. Dragon Steels. +1 burn armor rating. +1 Call the Clutch. Call worms and a drake to your aid, summoning them to battle. How often? Combat only. Huh. What else? The flames. Okay. Down here. What? Alright, I think the game's bugging out a little. Oh, I gotta cross the bridge. As you travel northwest, you discover a broad channel separating the flat expanse of a sandy island. Wooden bridge spans the waterway wide enough to accommodate a cart. A crowd throngs the bridge. Eclectic menagerie of Valaans, Amawa, bright and colorful robes, and by the Orlin. Down the hill by water's edge, a small cluster of Amawa gathered. From the shore, you see that the channel's current seems stronger than heavy. Power for her, perhaps fed by the resistance. Juana gathered here, garbed in thin robes, and her own gown in far brighter colors around her. Raises an eyebrow. Look an islander board, and Juana nods towards the bridge. If you come to watch, the better view. Yeah, so because I'm from here, I got a specific. So, call it out. The arc of my hand describes first the waters of the islet on the side. They challenged the Osa channel. Rains fell and the waters run swift. Must swim swifter yet for each who finishes the honor. Ones who wins. So have insight and perception. Examine the competitors. Ooh. Oh wow. He's got a really good mix. Let's have Aloth. I reckon the blonde has an advantage, both strong and act. Are there more? No. What if we do this? Almost all muscle. Water, the bulk might slow her down. A man with tightly blonde hair combines stretches. He watches the water as if he were a friend. Speed. Hey, I'd like to face. Rather gather water. Shuffle the one really smiles by her. Challenging Osa, it is always done by Amawa to water. I stay afraid it may be too much for another man. So already tried to drown me once. Bluff. Our history. Ottawana were traditionally a welcoming. And the welcome would we provide if we fed our guests unknown. Gotti. Her gaze turns to you, she bears a small smile. But you are not unknowing, I. Nods and motions towards the channel. Go join the others at the water edge. Leave your clothes upon the rocks and they will warm you after. We're swimming naked. Who cares? Alright, go to the water, strip down. Shrug off your brine-crusted clothes and lay your belongings on. Watcher. Sure, I mean that, woo! I don't care. Dottie clears her throat behind her first, but she doesn't break her skin. Alright. Follow the other comers. Partial success. Alright, you pick with one arm, your muscles on the counter. Muscles are strong to remain in the pack. Oh no! Oh! Oh no, we're gonna help him to shore. That's interesting. Around the struggling swimmer, he has the wherewithal not to struggle against your man and help him up behind you. Follow him, pull ahead, and reach first. That's fine. The proud warrior walks onto the far shores, fist raised eternally. The young swimmer. And he thanks Eora. I don't mind. I have, my character has a low athletics anyways. Has no athletics. So I'm impressed I even got a partial. I thought I'd be able to choose him. Ends the commotion that your journey continues. I'll take it. Go over here now. That's cool. Discount on items, so they're half price here. Hagfish and silverfin and water. We are actually gonna buy some. Oh, so you can just eat the fish raw. Okay. So there's 82. I think 100. $20 is fine. And if you're wondering, you can pay train. It's basically every time you go up a level, you have to spend 120 gold. So at level 1, it's 125, 250, 375, so on and so forth. Alright, let's trade for that. I think that is reasonable. I think we're good. Else. I think that was worth it. Let us continue on our journey. Also gonna check. Oh, these guys are still healing. 6. Alright. Well, what happened?
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind.
Uh-oh.
The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once. You feel a resonance in your core, a bell ringing in tune with all the others. Something in you bends, then breaks, and you are borne away on the ringing tide, just another peal among the many. The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you have been here before. You stand in Bareth's realm.
Hello, Bareth.
You are alone. And then you are not.
Oh, it's all of them. Hello, gods.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bareth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bareth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
Bareth?
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
Ah! Alright. Alright, I can either do 2 clevers, say nothing, draining souls from veins of luminous eye, stomping around the DeadFire, yanking up souls like a giant Adra soul mech. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Too early to be sure what he plans, but his behavior is suspicious. I don't know why that's shady. I can't. If you're gonna keep dragging my soul to the on, I'm clever but respectful.
The pallid knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Hello.
Does Aethys frighten you, Bereth? He should. Magran subdued Aethys' influence once before, and yet he returned.
That's
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a
Wodica.
hunched, bald man
Dang.
you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
maybe, maybe not.
A moon would do the job nicely.
Pretty sure we need or Eora for what? Fight? Alright, it's the moon. I doubt Andra would approve of that plan. I would say, yeah, number 2.
Wodica throws her head back and laughs. The sound is a dry, rasping bark.
Andra could do with a new act. Her current one has grown rather stale.
Are the other gods in
They see
this?
to their own affairs. You will speak to them in time, should you have the need.
The figure beside the aspect of Berith flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl
Magran.
in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is
Yeah.
neither do nothing, nor destroy the world.
I like her idea if you're gonna do anything.
I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
What kind of precautions? Yes.
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
Hey, treat your priests better.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward.
Don't know if she likes
And the
me.
warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Okay, see, now in the first game, there's a dragon that takes over her temple. And you either can kill the dragon, drive it off, or convince Hylia to stay, but the priests are unhappy. Again, for some reason, my game let me convince Hylia to let the dragon stay. And the dragon lived peacefully with the priests of Hylia in the temple. Which is not supposed to be able to happen, so we'll see how that affects things.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
But what if he tends to be...
Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Scan shuffles
Yes.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys's return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot.
Here's a question. Can the gods, or goddesses, go against their nature? Boudica, or Hylia, is correct. It is not in Aethys' nature to betray.
Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wetica suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Alright.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
I don't think that was her
Helia's
idea.
feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Yeah, I don't think that was her plan, and attempting to end Aethys may only make things...
Your point is well made, little watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault.
So it looks like, hello, Lead 255. It looks like gods cannot, or at least have trouble going.
However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice.
What's the point of
The
this?
pallid knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magran grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magran stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
What? Okay, I don't understand that. Absorb children, I don't understand.
The pallid knight casts a cold, cutting glare in Magran's direction.
Magran speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Is that how they get their power? Every time you go through on the wheel, it refreshes the soul, wipes clean the memories, and gives some of the power to the gods. That is how they survive. Hey, I wonder if that's it.
Boudica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
There is no cause to act now. You know his plans are just doing more harm than good. Or at least have an idea of what his plans might be.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted. We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The pallid knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the pallid knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
Do what I can. What is that? Diplomatic. Yeah, that works for me.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, You are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. Helpless to resist, you tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your spin. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing. You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top of the sky. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
Okay. Oh, that was... Embark. On the deck of your ship. Otherwise we could go to it. And... armor does not count. Floats. Oh, by myself. Never mind. Oh. I can afford to be near death. This is actually really... really shouldn't be in melee unless I absolutely... I'm gonna stick that on,
Oh, very nice. How may I be of service, my lady? I was the steward of your keep at Cadnua, my lady. Long before your time, I had my soul bound to a throne of Ardraban. And for nearly 200 years, I felt Cadnua and the comings and goings within it like an extension of myself.
That's the boat.
It is a strange connection to lose. Still, it would be unseemly for me to complain of loss to you, my lady. With Cadnua in ruins, there was little purpose in waxing sentimental over the rubble. I was able to salvage enough of your treasure and wealth to afford the purchase of the Defiant and the hire of a small crew.
I had a lot. They're a very expensive boat. And they took some liberties with the money I had left.
Unfortunately, that consumed the remainder of your once considerable assets. Under the circumstances, I hoped you would not object.
Alright. Fair enough. So... Guild system. That's cool. Oh, Aloth!
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
Gives me a grateful smile that feels almost...
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Okay. How... Zadi's not there. Like, I understand, like, if we're out in the world, and the group's all there, but we only see 5. But in this instance, Zadi's not there, she shouldn't know. So. Explaining our vault with the leaden key. Supplies never. Tried to manage Islamir though, because I do not have free insight. Care of them. Know you. Honest.
Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity.
And I need more insight. Alright, what were you doing now?
After we parted, I set out to destroy the leaden key. It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret, trying to undo them.
How's that been going? That would be nice. Make sure they can never again commit like wait. Dinio 321, welcome.
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
How so?
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
All have to stand on their own event.
I know, and I have.
It'll look like he's already worked way over.
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
But
Perhaps this would be easier with an example.
oh,
I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater river place. Aye, right home like it was.
Islamir! That's his other personality.
Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition. At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
It must have had a purpose.
Yes, but the specifics depended on whom you asked.
Oh.
Some thought it would ward off Scan, or bring Berth's favor on the village, or Gon's blessing to their crops. The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
Huh.
Wicked old bunbag, 'tis what the lad means.
Hi.
He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too.
No, people aren't that
So
simple.
I arranged for him to have an accident.
I'd be honest, I would expect you to have act with all.
I did it for the right reasons. Not that this changed much. The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little.
Ah, they ended up wiping
Instead of
themselves
a
out.
handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
Try to do the right thing.
Is it? In the end, the villagers suffered more because of my actions. I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Learning from mistakes.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
Wait. The animators.
That. I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I've found several references, but
Breaks off, shaking his.
I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again.
Alright.
Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
Hey, this brings back some memories, huh?
What did you do after we?
I like that feeling, knowing we'd stop Theos. We were part of something big. That was something I never felt before, not even at war. Guess I went looking for it again. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods, but something smaller. Something I thought I could manage. There was that little town, Deerford, we passed through. Got hit real hard by the legacy.
Remember that time.
I went in and asked their mayor if I could help, and he was real friendly. But then it turned out he was in that Scanite cult they have over there. And when I wasn't looking, he tried to knock me out with a garden hoe. Guess he wanted to drain my blood or gouge out my eyes with rocks or whatever it is they do. Didn't ask. Anyway, I came out of his house carrying his head, and well, I got to be mayor after that.
Okay.
They didn't even want to do an election. I said, if you're sure, and they all nodded, kinda quick-like.
Were you as mayor?
Some of it I was good at. Welcoming people. Getting them to settle there, keeping order. But there were other things I had no head for. Negotiating, settling arguments, saying the right things. I think I made a difference, but plenty of folks got hurt along the way. And I don't know if that was something we could have avoided, or if it was the cost of trying to fix things. If you like.
That's what I just asked. What are your thoughts on Aelith?
I want the destruction to stop. I want him to finish what he's doing and then go in peace. Only I don't see it playing out that way.
Alright. How do we... Oh. Here we go. There's... Dottie!
With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand. They're there in my head when I sleep.
I'm asking about the nightmare.
And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
What are you gonna do?
Go madder than I already am? I don't rightly know. It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me. Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Aelith?
We talking during the Saints War or after?
Alright, see, I've already talked about it.
No need to fiddle-foot around. Sure thing, Watcher.
There's actually nothing... That's to world map. Where's, Seraphim? Oh! That him? Oh? Body Aloth. Is there a way to... here we go. Wait. Intellect. Allies. There we go.
If you be having a tick, Cap, I'll be thinking that, if I be dragging you into these depths, you deserve the full sounding.
About Romero, well, then I'm happy to listen.
When I were a wee swabby, fresh to the sea, it were Romero that showed me the ropes and rigging. More than that, he, kept his weather eye open for me. The sea be a right poxy Eora on occasion, and life aboard the Sorcerer, that and more. Malnash, our ship hunter, she were all, wet and bothered for doing me harm, and Romero. He protected me. Mentored me too. Learned me letters and navigation, handed down the Principe traditions. In time, we became close as kin or closer. And the Sorcerer, my family.
How did Romero end up in trouble?
Right, fantastic fucking question, Cap. Word out with mutiny. But I'll be putting about as much stock in that as a dockside doxy for manners. Well, no, I don't normally be singing no praises of veracity, Cap. But in the matter of Romero, I'll be hunting the truth.
Alright, well, what about him?
Fair. He be of old Valian stock. A good man and righteous. Not honest, of course, but honourable. Were our shipboard sawbones, more than half handy at it.
Surgeon.
More than one swabby beyond the old salt of deferral from the wheel.
Were you romantically involved?
What, Cap? You be feeling a bit of the old envy?
No.
Nay, we never shared a bunk. Not that I'd have kicked him out of a hammock, but, like I said, we be family. He never took advantage.
Alright, we'll do our best. No, we've covered this.
Well, only knows, Cap. She treated me like my mere presence gave offence.
Alright, we'll find him.
Thanks, Cap. I'll be Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
No. Oh, 4.
Ooh, ask away, Cap.
Are the Principe exactly?
Formerly the Principe San Petrena.
Principe.
The princes, without,
Fathers.
Oh, without a home, They came from Grand Valia ages ago. Now they be the scourge of the DeadFire. More than that, ain't for the likes of me to say. Ooh, ask away, Cap.
They operate.
Seafaring vessels mostly. Seasoned ships cargo. Ships themselves if they be worth anything. If there be passengers of high berth, we be taking them for ransom too. Ain't squeamish about slaying, but be avoiding it when we can. Get yourself known for killing folk. They get more likely to fight you when you come for the gold. Ooh, ask away, Cap.
Would be.
Aye, that I do, Cap. What not? Smell of the sea, creek.
He just likes being on the ocean.
Blast of the cannons, rush aboard and a right piece of prey.
And being a pirate.
A mug of spice rum in my hands and a bawdy song on my lips. A lad or lass in every port and another in my hammock. Be a pirate's life for me. Oh, ask away, Cap. Aye, aye, Cap.
Okay,
I'll be a right open book, Cap. Ain't nothing that'll be putting you on my bad side. Except slaving. Start slaving and we be quits.
Not gonna do that. Alright. That's it. Alright, we're done. End dialogue. Alright. And I think that is everyone to talk to. Oh. Here, Watcher, I find myself in need of a particular talent. The last transaction went so grandly. I have the opportunity again if you're interested. Done it. Right. Not destroying the letter. I'm gonna F5. Also gonna pause. I will be right back. I have to go help with Dad with something. Oh, okay. As always, if you're enjoying the stream, feel free to like, subscribe, or comment, or come on over and follow me, watch me on Twitch when I stream live.